Shalom, shalom, everyone. We're on Genesis 1, verses 5 and 6. We're going to do 2 of them today. As I get better, I will be able to do more. I got a little discouraged over the fact that I don't read Hebrew too well. So, just to be honest and upfront, I need still some practice. I didn't quit. I just slowed down on it for a little time because it all just seemed very overwhelming. So now, and it still does, but I don't really want to quit. Let's get started. Okay, so Vayekra Elohim Laor Yom Ve'la Choshek Ve'kara Laila Vayehi Erev Vayehi Boker Yom Echad. So in translation, that is, and God called. So it's Vayekra is and called. So when you have the Vav, it makes it a past tense. And God called. And then it says, to the light, or the light, really. To light, day. And to darkness, he called night. And Lila is night. Vayehi Erev is a construct state. And the Vav there still makes it was instead of to be. If the Vav wasn't there, the Yehi would be to be, but the Vav is there, and this is, and there was, or and was, evening, Erev, evening, Vayehi, Boker, and there was morning, one day, Yom Echad, or the first day. And let's move on. And said God. God is the one doing the speaking. Yehi, and Yehi doesn't have the Vav, so it's to be, or let there be. Rakia, Batok. So the expanse is in the midst of the water, right? So Batok is in the midst of, or in the middle. Ha'maim, the water. So Vayehi Mavdil, Bain. So Mavdil, Mavdil is separate. Bain is between water to water. That's really what it says. That's the literal. I'm trying to go for the literal here instead of Safaria's translation, because they automatically just say it in English to make it sound better. But the translations are, if you want to know the literal translations, I mean, these are pretty close here, you know. Of course they need to be, but not every text you get that's close, you know. Not everything is even translated correctly. Like in the King James, it's off on a few things. So I don't really read the King James anymore like I used to. But that Bible got me from, you know, the very beginnings to not that long ago, really. So it was my favorite, but not anymore. So I do look things up a lot in Safaria now. So if you want to go to safaria.org, that's where you can find these verses. And you can see them and compare the words in Hebrew and in English and look them up. I look things up online to see if a word means one thing or another. Bible Hub gives the meanings beside it's like a parallel, beside the, the Hebrew and the English are side to side. So that makes it a lot easier. So anyhow, from separate between waters to waters. But read in the English, and God said, let there be an expanse or a firmament. I think the King James Version did really well in some of its translating, really well. But some of the other stuff isn't as accurate. So, and it's basically a lot of, well, need I say, it's just a lot of beliefs that were added into the King James Version, which is a Christian belief. But everyone has to be convicted in their own hearts. So I'm not here to convict anybody. This is not a video about conviction. I just want to learn Hebrew, and I want to pass that along, and I want to make it easier for you guys to be able to study the Hebrew Bible. So that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Everyone take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next video. Shalom, shalom.